Have you been a band?
10 years.
Do you worry about the language itself?
We translate about this meaning.
The language is not most important for the music.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's have you perform on the stage.
First. Yeah.
Hey guys, a round of applause, please.
Meet China's decision makers and thought leaders. See them in action, hear their views, debate their policies. Meet China's leaders with me. I'm Robert Lawrence Kuhn.
Welcome back to Crossover, and in the studio we're now joined by two new guests. We have Ilichi and Alan from the band called Hanggai.
And they're just two of, there are 7 members in your band, right?
It's a big band. How long have you been a band?
We already 10 years.
10 years already.
Wow.
I hear you're very successful in Europe,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
You've been to many countries. How many countries have you been to before?
Already 60, I think. Maybe.
16.
Yeah.
60.
60. 60.
Yeah,
Yes.
60.
60. 60.
And this year is finish 6 continentals performing in the world. So every year we've been to Europe, also Australia.
The music festivals.
Yes, also in US.
Yeah, you've already performed at the Kennedy Center
Yes.
Ooh, that's
in the
like
United
the
States.
place,
That's
right?
huge.
Yes.
Let's take a look.
I love it. It's such an important venue. I mean, and when I watch that, I feel very proud for you because I know how important this is actually for friendship. You know, the whole Sino-US friendship, the fact that you were there singing at Kennedy Center. I mean, that's very significant. Tell me about what it was like to sing at such a significant American venue.
We was been to some festival in United States. I think lots of audience, they have some feeling is similar, like you know, culture from the cowboy. Also, we are from the nomad's life.
The band, they'll play the band, yeah.
So some songs it's really have some communications.
Do you worry about the language itself? Have you thought about, say, translating the lyrics, say, into English?
We translate about this meaning.
The language is not most important for the music. They also can get feeling. Also, some audience in Europe, they made themselves a music video for our band, but that's only for his
Imagination.
Yes, for the band.
Charlotte, just imagine that you were sitting, you know, in the Kennedy Center among the American audience, and when you see a band like this, you know, come a long way from China, singing for you in a language you have no idea about, what would be your response?
I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it because I think you made a very good point, in that there are a lot of sounds that are very similar, especially to some American folk music, and American West, the banjo sounds, guitar sounds, and the rhythm as well. Grasslands, horses, you know, all that momentum, you can hear that in the music. So I didn't understand a word of the song just then, but it
But
was
do you
very.
think it's the similarity that draws people in, or do you think it's the difference? I mean,
The
people will go,
novelty.
yes, the novelty, the exotic feeling behind the music.
Personally, I think the similarity is the hook.
How did you start?
We all have the rock and roll background.
Uh-huh.
So when we start, we have traditional instruments with rock band, bass, guitar, drum
You have
together.
that experience, yeah.
Yes, but that's not work. We really don't know the way how to make the Mongolian feeling. Also, the culture is the most of the music.
Pure.
Yeah. So we give up the guitar, bass, drum. Only the band only play traditional instruments, and try to play lots of different traditional songs, and then we get much more feeling from the music, from the traditional. Then we start to add a little bit of guitar, a little bit bass, and make the percussion, and now it's like.
That's so interesting. It's almost like you had to give up the rock elements
Yeah.
to really be true to the
Yes,
Mongolian
yes, yeah.
culture, and then add them back in.
Yes.
It just Hanggai as a name. What does that mean, Alan?
It's with grassland, with mountain, forest, and river, lake all together. It's one place. It's called Hanggai.
Oh wow!
So it's a Mongolian,
it's like
heaven.
heaven. Yeah. A Mongolian
A
utopia.
Mongolian heaven.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a question. Have you guys collaborated with any foreign artists?
We also play with America's most famous banjo player, Bela Fleck.
No.
Well, should we hear
Oh,
them
let's
play?
hear- yeah, exactly.
Let's have you
Let's see you
perform on the
perform
stage
first, yeah.
before we talk further. All right.
Okay.
What an incredible sound.
Now we fully understand why this band is successful in Europe and in America.
I think it doesn't matter where you're from. You're going to want to stamp your feet, clap your hands,
You can't really find
and
your
sing
place.
along. I'm trying to find a safe
Now,
place to stand.
We mentioned that we have 7 members in Hanggai, and we have all of them. Hey, guys, a round of applause, please. Now, Alan, you have to help us understand better the instruments over here. We see a guitar and bass over there, but what are the other instruments over here?
What I play is 3 strings.
三弦.
Right.
There's a 2-string lute here. Let's hear the difference between the 3-string
And that
and
one
the 2-string.
is called top shore. Yeah.
There's a third one here, and
This banjo.
it's a banjo.
It's an American instrument.
I know, it's the same banjo that I'd find in America.
This one is a 4-strings banjo, but now I think most popular is 5-string strings banjo.
There is one behind you,
Where is it? Yes, right here.
a huge one.
Is that a 2-string lute too? I see a similarity.
This English name is horsehead fiddle. Mongolian name is moringhor. Bagan can show you the instrument.
Ichi, you may want to explain what that human voice is.
Hold on, I wish everyone could be as close as I was listening to that, because at first, he's playing the instrument and the sound is coming from his throat.
It's human voice. It's human
yes,
voice.
it's called kume. It's throat singing. Can you explain it?
Yes, this throat singing called kume, and this is a very old traditional singing style for Mongolia. From the beginning, the sound is like human in the nature, and they try to have sound as an animal or the sound from the nature.
There are two pitches that almost are sung simultaneously.
Finally, I want to mention the costumes over here.
Absolutely.
I believe it's all Mongolian costumes, but somehow you have different styles, different patterns over here. And you're brown, but it's all green. Alan, can you tell us something about the costumes over here?
It's a different trip.
Oh,
I'm
different
from
tribes.
Barak. It's a Barakjin,
Okay.
Barak Mongol. And this one is also, but he's like a more...
King. He's like a king now.
Yes.
Are these representative of your own tribes that you belong to?
Yes.
Well, that's
All right.
the first song Hanggai is performing in Crossover. We are going to take a break. We'll have more discussions, and we're going to hear one more sound in the end of the program.
Right, but before we take that break, we're going to watch a clip of Hanggai performing in Beijing, and we're going to hear what some of their fans have to say about them.
I've known this band for probably about 3 or 4 years now. Yeah, they're actually quite famous as well back home.
I just like their music. I don't really care about the lyrics.
My big dream would be to take them to Italy because they deserve. They're a great band.
Standing and playing on the stage.
You're still young. You could do that for a long time.
Very, very bright future.
So we're going to invite Hanggai to perform for us again. Yet another song. Welcome back to Crossover again. I guess we should do 2 episodes of
Yeah,
Hanggai
I know.
singing.
Seriously, the singing
we
is
should
great.
have a concert.
We should have. I was just
Hanggai
gonna
singing.
say, why talk at all? Let's just.
Exactly.
How many albums do you have now?
We already released 3 albums.
Would you say you have more Western fans or Chinese fans now?
I don't know, because in China, the music marketing also for the festival, for the live music is grow up really fast.
Have you considered writing, or do you already write your own songs in the Mongolian style?
Yes.
Yeah, we also write some our own songs. In those 3 albums, all have our own songs.
Lich, as the team leader, so where do you see the future of the band?
So one is I want to still can standing and playing on the stage.
You're still young. You could do that for a long time.
That's important because I think a lot of young people, they are we not only as a musician, also have some responsibilities for them. So we need to keep doing and make the band more bigger. And also we have as Hanggai as a company, so we also want to have some training for the culture, also invite people to travel in the Mongolia to get the feeling not only the nature and also for the Mongolian culture.
And Charlotte, how do you see the future of not just Hanggai, not just the Mr. Wen, but Chinese singers with the Western audience?
Very, very bright future. I think, and even within China as well. For a while, lots of people say that traditional Chinese arts, folk songs, opera were sort of dying. They were on their way out. Interest was down. Only the older generation liked to listen to all of that. And younger people were more interested in pop music and what was new. And I think especially with bands like Hanggai, I think they're making the traditional accessible to the young and to the the younger trendy generation, which then in turn can then grasp the traditional, which I think is a very, very admirable goal.
And I think that's so wonderful that Mongolian, you know, we talked about how you were successful abroad, but that actually now there's this resurgence of interest amongst Chinese to really dig into
traditions,
the traditions and the minority culture, you know, Mongolian culture, any sort of culture that encompasses what is China. That's really wonderful.
Even more wonderful is we're going to invite Hanggai to perform for us again. Yet another song on Crossover.
All right.
Okay. Thank you once again for coming to Crossover, and all the best wishes to the future.
Thank you so much.
Personal ones and the teams. All
Thank
right.
you very
Thank
much.
you.
Alles gut.
All right.
传大声，嘿，为着传大声，嘿，人子远呀呼，我苦的来回头了，问点哈来了，不过看到那回头了，想哈儿子了，他也传大声，嘿，为着传大声，嘿，人子远呀呼，兄弟。我看到他们回头了，问点哈来了，我也看到他们回头了，想哈儿子了，他也传大声，为着传大声，人子远呀呼，我苦的来回头了，问点哈来了。不过看到他们回头了，想哈儿子，他也传大声，为着传大声。